Hey there, fellow explorers of the strange and unusual. Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving headfirst into a subject that's both fascinating and terrifying: haunted houses. We're talking about those places where the veil between our world and the next wears thin, where whispers of the past echo through the halls and things go bump in the night. Get ready to travel the globe, from the creaky floorboards of America to the ancient castles of Europe, as we uncover the stories behind 10 of the most haunted houses in the world. So, grab your EMF readers, maybe a spare pair of pants, you'll thank me later, and prepare to be spooked. Let's do this thing. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more spine-chilling adventures. First up, we're headed to sunny California, a place not exactly known for its dreary castles. But hidden in the heart of San Jose is a house that's anything but ordinary: the Winchester Mystery House. This sprawling Victorian mansion, built by Sarah Winchester, the heiress to the Winchester rifle fortune, is less a home and more of an architectural enigma. We're talking 160 rooms, staircases that lead to nowhere, doors that open to brick walls, and a whole lot of creepy vibes. Legend has it that Sarah, haunted by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles, built this bizarre house on the advice of a medium. Visitors and staff alike have reported strange noises, cold spots, and even apparitions. Is she searching for peace? Or is she trapped by her own grief and fear? One thing's for sure: the Winchester Mystery House is a place where the line between reality and the supernatural gets very, very blurry. Next, we travel to the grim and imposing walls of Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This former prison, once known for its revolutionary approach to rehabilitation, is now infamous for its paranormal activity. Imagine cold, stone walls, echoing silence, and the lingering presence of thousands of souls who once suffered within its confines. Visitors and paranormal investigators have reported everything from disembodied voices and footsteps to full-bodied apparitions and shadow figures lurking in the cell blocks. One of the most haunted spots in the prison is cell block 12, where inmates were subjected to a particularly cruel form of solitary confinement. It's said that the anguish and despair of those imprisoned there still linger, making it a hotbed for paranormal activity. Even the most hardened skeptic might find themselves questioning their sanity within these walls. So if you're ever in Philadelphia and feeling brave, take a tour of Eastern State Penitentiary. Just be prepared to face the ghosts of the past, both literal and figurative. Our next stop takes us deep into the heart of Louisiana, to the Myrtles Plantation in St. Francisville. This beautiful antebellum plantation, with its sprawling oak trees and Spanish moss, hides a dark and troubled past. Built in 1796, the Myrtles Plantation has borne witness to over 2 centuries of history, including the horrors of slavery. It's said that the spirits of those who suffered and died on the plantation still walk the grounds, seeking justice or perhaps just peace. One of the most famous ghosts of the Myrtles is Chloe, a slave who was allegedly hanged from a tree on the property. Her image has been captured in photographs, and her presence is said to be felt throughout the house. Visitors have reported seeing children playing on the lawn, hearing disembodied voices, and even feeling unseen hands touch them. The Myrtles Plantation is a place where the weight of history hangs heavy in the air, a place where the past refuses to stay buried. Hold on to your crowns, folks, because we're heading across the pond to one of the most iconic landmarks in the world: the Tower of London. This ancient fortress, with its imposing walls and bloody history, has been a place of imprisonment, execution, and yes, even hauntings, for nearly 1,000 years. From the restless spirit of Anne Boleyn, who was beheaded within its walls, to the 2 young princes who mysteriously vanished from the tower in the 15th century, the Tower of London is practically bursting with ghost stories. Visitors have reported seeing shadowy figures, hearing unexplained footsteps, and even feeling cold spots in certain areas. Some believe she is the ghost of Margaret Pole, Countess of Salisbury, who was executed in 1541. The Tower of London is a place where history comes alive, sometimes in the most unsettling of ways. G'day mates, we're heading down under to Australia to the Monte Cristo homestead in New South Wales. This grand Victorian mansion, built in 1885, is known as Australia's most haunted house. From tragic accidents to unexplained deaths, it has seen its fair share of darkness. The Crawley family experienced a string of misfortunes. A young child died after falling down the stairs. A maid allegedly fell from the balcony, and the caretaker was shot and killed on the property. Visitors report seeing apparitions, hearing voices, and feeling a sense of dread and unease. Some claim to have been scratched or pushed by unseen forces. The Monte Cristo homestead is where the veil between the living and the dead seems thin. Pack your bags, we're heading to the Canadian Rockies, but don't let the stunning scenery fool you, because our next stop is the Banff Springs Hotel in Alberta, Canada. This luxurious hotel, nestled amidst the towering peaks and pristine lakes, has a dark side that's as chilling as a Canadian winter. Built in 1888, the Banff Springs Hotel has played host to countless guests over the years, but some of them, it seems, have never checked out. From the ghost of a bride who allegedly died on her wedding day to a family who was murdered in their room, the Banff Springs Hotel has a long and storied history of hauntings. Guests have reported seeing apparitions, hearing unexplained noises, and feeling cold spots in certain areas. The Banff Springs Hotel is a place where luxury and legend collide, a place where you can enjoy breathtaking views and spine-chilling ghost stories all in one stay. Just be sure to pack your silver bullet, just in case. Bonjour, mes amis. We're off to the French countryside, to a place straight out of a fairy tale, the Château de Brissac. This magnificent castle, with its soaring towers and manicured gardens, seems like something out of a dream. But behind its beauty lies a dark secret, a secret that wears a green dress. For centuries, the Château de Brissac has been home to the ghost of the Green Lady, a tragic figure whose story is as heartbreaking as it is terrifying. Legend has it that she was the illegitimate daughter of King Charles VII and was murdered by her husband after he discovered her infidelity. Her ghostly form, clad in a green dress, is often seen wandering the halls of the castle, her face forever frozen in a mask of sorrow and despair. Visitors have reported seeing other apparitions, hearing unexplained noises, and feeling a sense of unease within the castle walls. The Château de Brissac is a place where history and hauntings intertwine, a place where the past refuses to stay buried. Cheers, mates. We're off to the English countryside for a pint at the ancient Ram Inn in Gloucestershire. But be warned, this isn't your average pub. This 12th century inn is one of the most haunted places in England. It's said to be built on a pagan burial ground with countless reports of paranormal activity. Guests have seen apparitions, heard disembodied voices, and felt a sense of dread. The bishop's room is the most haunted, where a bishop's ghost is often seen. The ancient Ram Inn blurs the line between the real and the supernatural. You might just find yourself face to face with the ghosts of the past. Hold your breath and grab your plague masks, because we're sailing to Poveglia Island, a small island in the Venetian lagoon that's as eerie as it is beautiful. This island has a dark and troubled past, one that's left an indelible mark on its shores. For centuries, Poveglia Island served as a quarantine zone for those suffering from the plague. It's estimated that over 160,000 people died on the island, their bodies burned in mass graves or left to rot in the open air. In the 20th century, the island was home to a mental asylum, where it's said that patients were subjected to horrific experiments and treatments. Visitors have reported seeing apparitions, hearing disembodied voices, and feeling a sense of dread and despair. The Italian government has forbidden anyone from visiting Poveglia Island, but that hasn't stopped people from trying to catch a glimpse of this eerie and unsettling place. It's a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful places hold the darkest secrets. We're wrapping up our haunted house tour in Fall River, Massachusetts, at the infamous Lizzie Borden house. This unassuming Victorian home was the scene of one of the most gruesome and unsolved murders in American history. In 1892, Andrew and Abby Borden were found brutally murdered in their home. Their daughter Lizzie was the prime suspect, but she was acquitted at trial. Visitors to the house have reported seeing apparitions of Andrew and Abby Borden, hearing unexplained noises and feeling a sense of dread and unease. The Lizzie Borden house is a place where the past and present collide, a place where the echoes of violence and tragedy still linger in the air. So there you have it, folks, 10 of the most haunted houses in the world. From the eerie halls of the Winchester Mystery House to the plague-ridden shores of Poveglia Island, we've covered a lot of ground and a lot of ghost stories. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying that these places have a certain eerie energy about them. If you're ever feeling brave, I encourage you to visit one of these haunted houses for yourself. Just be sure to bring a friend, a flashlight, and maybe a spare pair of pants. Pause threes. So there you have it, folks, 10 of the most haunted houses in the world. From the eerie halls of the Winchester Mystery House to the plague-ridden shores of Poveglia Island, we've covered a lot of ground and a lot of ghost stories. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying that these places have a certain eerie energy about them. If you're ever feeling brave, I encourage you to visit one of these haunted houses for yourself. Just be sure to bring a friend, a flashlight, and maybe a spare pair of pants. Pause 2S. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more chilling content. Your support helps us to keep bringing you the spine-tingling tales that keep you up at night. And if you have any ghost stories of your own, leave them in the comments below. Who knows? Maybe your story will be featured in our next video. Until next time, stay curious and stay haunted.